February recap. I thought it'd be kind of fun because I didn't take, you know, when your creative things start to become a stress and you're like, this was supposed to be a fun hobby, it was like that. And I was like, maybe I just need to take a minute and take a step back. And so that's what I did. But I like looking back on these and I want to give everybody an update. So I decided I'd go through my camera roll from February and share some highlights and kind of explain how I felt throughout the month through my photos. So that's what we're doing. I am making one exception though. I'm going to count January 30th as part of February because I got my hair done and I have lots of clips from that. I haven't been this blonde in quite a while. I usually get my hair done like every 6 months or so. So normally I get something that I'm like, let it really blend out well, so it's not generally that blonde either. And then it grows out and then 6 months later I do the same thing. And I've been doing that for the last couple of years. But around like 2-3 years ago I had quite platinum blonde hair and just let it really grow out and then started the like 6-month thing. But I was looking at pictures and I was inspired and I was like, you know what, I really want to be really bright blonde again. And I went to a friend of mine actually, and she's so good at what she does. And so I went to her and she absolutely killed it. And the salon itself is so nice too because they bring you lattes and the owner's dog is almost always there too. So you get to be greeted by this adorable puppy. Such a great experience, really, really fun. So the very first thing I have, February 1st, is when I was burning my toast. The video speaks for itself. You can see what's happening. I didn't know it could happen, to be honest. Flash point of bread apparently is not that high. So yeah, February was so cold at the start of the month. We had consistent like minus 30, minus 30, minus 30, minus 30. But something about minus 30, like it's not fun at all. But anyway, these videos had me losing my mind because we were running up to the car and it was really cold, but my mom and sister were running and they just looked so silly with their hoods on that I couldn't get to the car in good time because I had to stop and take this video because it was making me laugh so much. Something about a little hood, it just gives ET and it's so funny. I had 2 friends get engaged this month. I have a friend from school and she texted me like the little photo and I was like, ah! And it was so fun. They both knew it was coming. They just didn't know fully when, for sure, guaranteed. And then I got to go to a surprise party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa! After the engagement of one of my friends who lives here, and that was so fun. It was really fun to know the behind the scenes and like kind of know the rough idea of the plan and see her, you know, the day before or even the morning of because it was on a Sunday. So I saw her that morning in church and I was like, hey, you're getting engaged today. Hey. And she did not know about the party at all. It was so fun. We got to come and be like, surprise! And it was really, really fun. Valentine's Day things. We did Valentine's Day like snacks and game night and then another game night. And we played the wildest version of Jeopardy I've ever played. Whoever wrote this Jeopardy game, the questions were not even. Some of the quotes were really difficult and then quotes for 500 was like live blank love. And we're like, what is laugh? Like it was really silly. Had a movie night. Also this week, which was this month, we had a young adults retreat through the church. And so we went up to like a camp and we stayed in cabins. And so that was really, really fun. We just played games and hung out. It was good, wholesome Christian fun. And it just felt so nice to be around people. The thing that I'm still kind of dealing with post-grad is like, I'm so used to being around people 24/7. I mean, there were 6 of us in our little teeny tiny apartment my last year of school. And I loved it and I was so used to it. So when we're in like a camping environment where I'm like, we go to bed together, we wake up together, we have breakfast together, we do a session together, and then we go and we do this, then we do that. Like it is so fun for me. It's like peak. I love it. So, and the food was really good too, which I appreciated. I feel like a lot of the times when you have dietary restrictions, they're like, but they just had like everything that was on the menu, but just like customized. Yeah, I have a lot of photos from that. I'm like still scrolling. And then I got my hair done again. I got just a little bit more face framing pieces and did a touch up on my toner because I was doing a photo shoot. I did a photo shoot for that hair salon, which is so fun. I needed it to be ready to go for the photo shoot, which is in March, so I can't talk about it. Okay, I can't talk about it. And then to close out the month, it was a friend of mine's birthday, so we went out to celebrate her, which was really fun. We went to a country bar, which I had never been to before. And I was a little scared, but it was okay. It was fun. I had a good time. It was like a super young, like I think it was all college kids pretty much. Anyway, so that was really fun. That was my February. I love taking pictures because I know I had a good month, but then when I look back, I'm like, oh, that was so sweet. that was so precious. That was fun. I liked that. Forgot we did that. Anyway, I feel like this month was really good for me to be social. Really grateful for the retreat, really grateful for fun events that we had and birthdays and all of those things that we celebrated this month. Really appreciated the fact that despite it being -30 at the start, it's like +4 right now. I feel like I've been busy in a good way because right now the things in my life that I need to do or want to figure out are really, really big, that it's very much like I need to take things one step at a time. And so to have a good, healthy level of distraction has been really helpful. I also feel like normally I'm a big journaler. I spend a lot of time like in contemplative prayer and things like that. And I wish that I was in a better prayer rhythm right now, for sure. But in regards to journaling and stuff, it's actually been a really nice break to not be so focused on my emotions. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better just living presently and being like, I'm having fun now. And I tend to be like, I'm having fun now, but how's my heart? How's like the deepest? And right now I'm like, you know what? It might actually be healthier for me to not take those things up, which if you know me personally and you know me well, is very out of character for me to be like, you know what? It's healthiest right now to just like stuff down the pain, you know? But a little bit sometimes, like I think different phases of life call for different things, and I'm not neglecting my feelings. I just am not spending a lot of time fixating on them. But right now I'm like, you know what? I have kind of a sad day. I don't question it. I think it's just like I have this big thing looming over me, and some days I feel it and some days I don't. So I'm not trying to figure out why I'm sad, because if I try and figure out why I'm sad, I'm going to be like, oh, right, because I don't know where I'm going to be living in 6 months, you know? And that doesn't do me any good to think about in the everyday, not really, unless I'm like intentionally mulling it over. So that's my update. That's how I'm doing. I hope you're doing well. This started as a newsletter and now I'm transitioning it into a monthly YouTube video, but it's a really funny thing because I don't know what the like balance is. Yeah, it's weird because I feel like I'm updating my friends, but I also recognize that like anybody could come across this. That's all my updates. Comment down below this emoji if you made it this far. You don't have to, but I think it'd be kind of funny. Anyway, that was my February update. You good, Zeke? I'll show you my point of view. That's it. Okay, bye.